My 19-year-old sister is marrying her high school teacher. My younger sister is getting married to her 36-year-old former teacher in a few days, and it seems like everyone is fine with it. She graduated a year ago, and shortly after graduation, they told us they were dating. I was shocked and angry, but all our relatives were happy and supportive of them. The teacher divorced his wife 2 years ago and started paying attention to my sister. He regularly spoke with her after classes and showed a special interest in her studies. I thought it was strange and talked to my sister about it, but she said he was just helping her because she was the best student in class, which was true. A few months ago, just after a couple of months of dating, they announced their engagement. I tried talking to our parents about the age difference and other concerns, but they didn't want to listen. I spoke to my sister, and she said she was happy and in love with him. We live in a small town where everyone knows each other, and everyone else supports their marriage. I feel useless and angry at myself. I couldn't protect my sister. I feel like I failed in my duties as an older sister. I hate everyone around me. How can they not see that this isn't normal? The wedding took place. I considered not going to the ceremony, but I didn't want to upset my sister, so I went, although I really didn't want to. I was seething with anger the entire time. Everyone at the ceremony congratulated them. I couldn't even look the teacher in the eye. I was that angry at him. Tomorrow I'm moving. I had a few job interviews and I got accepted for a position in a nearby city. So I'm leaving tomorrow. I can't stand being around these people anymore. My parents think that marrying a good guy with a stable job is the best thing that could have happened to my sister, and the relatives agree. But he took advantage of her. Why can't anyone see that? I wanted to scream at everyone. When I told my sister I was leaving, she cried. I comforted her and told her I wasn't angry at her. I made sure she understood. She could reach out to me anytime, no matter what, and that I'd always help her. I bought her a new phone and said I'd call her regularly. I tried not to argue with anyone because I wanted them to turn to me if something went wrong. It was really hard. I was on the verge of starting a fight with several people. My sister was a top student. I was sure she'd get into a good university and build a successful future. And now she's going to be a housewife. That thought is tearing me apart. I didn't argue with her because I hope she'll wake up soon. And I want to be there when she does. I want to support her and see her fulfill her potential. I really hope that happens. I told her not to get pregnant unless she's absolutely sure. She has a subdermal birth control implant, and I told her not to remove it for at least a couple of years. I asked her to let me know if anyone pressures her into taking it out. I really hope she listens to my advice. I'm reading the comments now, and the number of people defending the teacher is just insane. People like you are the real problem. He started grooming her when she was 16. Why can't you understand that? I wouldn't have a problem with her choice if she made it freely, without pressure. It's not about the age gap. It's about the fact that he was her teacher. And no, I don't think being a housewife is a bad thing. What I hate is that my sister was robbed of the chance to choose something more. As for the phone, our parents didn't allow her to have her own. If she wanted to talk to someone, she had to use the home phone, so that's why I bought her one. A year has passed, and a lot has changed for the better. Since the wedding, I kept in regular contact with my sister using the phone I gave her. Just a few weeks in, her husband began pushing her into the role of a traditional wife, which caused her to drift apart from her friends. But I made sure to stay in touch and visit her once a month. Her husband didn't like it, but he tolerated me out of politeness. To cope with the frustration, I joined a gym and started working out. Luckily, my boss turned out to be a wonderful woman who listened to me, supported me, and gave me advice. She told me I could call her if I ever needed help. She became a mentor and older sister figure to me, and also paid me well for my work. A few months after the wedding, the teacher had fully tamed my sister. She rarely left the house and had practically lost her independence. He started trying to distance her from me, but thanks to the steady communication I maintained, He failed. A couple of months ago, he started hinting that he wanted children, but I kept reminding her not to have kids in the early years of marriage. Last month, he directly told her he wanted a child, and she replied that she wanted to wait. He started pressuring her to remove the birth control implant. Last week, I went home to talk to him. I always try to be polite when I visit their house, so he has no excuse to isolate us. During our conversation, I brought up the pressure he was putting on her to remove the implant. It turned into an argument, during which he claimed he had the right to have children with his wife. When I didn't back down, he lost it and tried to hit me, but missed. I didn't hesitate and punched him in the face. He fell backward and started screaming in pain. I had wanted to do that since the very beginning, and it felt damn good. I think that was the turning point for my sister. He called the cops and said I attacked him. Luckily, I always record everything when I visit them. I use my Apple Watch for that. It's a great device for discreet audio recording. I called my boss and told her what happened. She promised to send a lawyer in case I needed one. When the police arrived, my sister took my side, which shocked her husband. Since I'm a woman and had a recording, the police sided with me too. Then the lawyer showed up, and I told her husband we were taking my sister with us. He tried to protest, but the lawyer warned him that I'd press charges if he tried to stop us. He reluctantly let her go, and she's been living with me for a week now. My parents were furious when they found out my sister left her husband. They didn't care that he tried to hit me, probably because I had already cut ties with them. I keep talking to my sister about what she wants, and most likely will begin divorce proceedings in a few days. Her husband and our parents keep calling, trying to convince her to return, but I've made sure she doesn't talk to them without me. This entire time, my boss has been an incredible help, advising my sister on what steps to take next. I realize how lucky I am that my sister woke up so quickly and that I had the support of my boss. I spent the past year worrying about how things would turn out for my sister, and now I'm just over the moon with happiness.